Hey, so my name is Safrina Kadri. I'm the founder of Feng Shui and Prosper. And I met Scott, I believe, the end of 2017. Um, and it was interesting. I just really resonated with the messages that he was giving out at that point. I was doing really well in business. Um, I was making, six figures, more than what I would have made if I were to stay in corporate. And it's afforded us a really nice lifestyle. But his messages about making all that money and still feeling like you're on a hamster wheel, that felt like a gut punch, because that was exactly where I was. The whole it took a lot, and it really also involves me just watching Scott build his empire with a small team, and having that work-life balance. He completely inspired me with still being on a mission-driven business, yet at the same time not working myself to the ground. And just watching him live his life that way was very inspirational, and it completely motivated me. And so when I started working with him 2017, 2018, that was when, I believe to be one of the biggest business idea that has ever fallen on my lap. So I'm going to hit $1 million in my business because of the fact that I invested working with him. Now I just need to do the implementation. That's on me. He gave me the idea. He gave me the strategies. I still need to implement. But I'm okay with a more fluid deadline. The me prior to Scott would have been like, okay, I have this deadline. I need to finish this project. Otherwise, I'm going to feel like a total failure if I don't hit that. But the thing about the cycle of my business is the year end is usually when it gets the busiest for me. And for the past many, many years, every year end, I would completely burn out. And after that, I would be completely useless to my family, especially over the holidays. And that was not a nice place to be in. And so last year around the holidays, Scott said, it's okay to take some time off. And I actually took a whole month off with no financial repercussions in my business. Again, thanks to the strategies and Scott having his eyes on my business, kind of telling me what the loopholes are. So I had those things shored up before I took the month off, and there was not a dent in my business income, which was great. And again, this year I can foresee another holiday with no burnout. And I know that feels like such a, for those who don't experience burnout, it's hard to wrap your head around how big of an impact that is in your life. But the fact that without Scott, I would have built up to actually start resenting my business. Because I have a young family, and I feel like just because I want to build my business and scale my business, then I have to sacrifice my time with my family. But again, seeing how Scott walks his talk, and also seeing how Scott just constantly reminding us that, look, there's a season for everything, even in your business. It's okay to step back once in a while. So that was actually the biggest impact any business coach has ever had in my business career. And trust me, I've worked with many, many, many business coaches, and no one has the heart that Scott does. He truly, truly, truly cares. And he won't just work with you just because you can pay him money. He really wants to make sure that you are a good fit. Like what he says, there's a vibe check to see if, energetically just aligns. And the fact that he's so spiritual, of course, me being a feng shui consultant, having a spiritual coach is really important. Some people kind of just do the spiritual thing But you can see that Scott is really embodying that. And I really, really appreciate that in a business coach as well. Someone who really understands the woo-ness of me, and not having to apologize for that. And so I have to say, I owe a lot to this man. I owe a lot in no longer feeling guilty, charging the amount of money that I charge now, no longer feeling guilty taking some time off, no longer feeling guilty that I'm not sticking to the timeline that I initially set out for myself. Just because I have it on a calendar doesn't mean that it energetically aligns with me. And so his teachings is to honor that energy, honor the vibration, honor where I'm feeling at that time and space. And so I truly, truly appreciate that. If you are, especially if you are a spiritual entrepreneur, I feel that Scott really has so much to offer for more spiritually or metaphysically based entrepreneurs or even businesses. He will truly get your languaging, your needs. And I know this guy's young, but he is like wise beyond his years. So if you're ever on the fence, I'm just telling you, if you are truly serious with your business, if you don't want to run yourself to the ground while at the same time, skyrocketing your business, if you want to make sure that you get both the beauty of a mission-driven business and at the same time still feeling that your soul is still soaring after all the work that you put into your business, I highly recommend that you get in touch with Scott. And if you are lucky enough to be chosen to be his client, implement, do what he says, and hope to see your name in big lights one of these days. Anyway, wishing you all the prosperity. Take care.